So I'm going to make a really simple pudding, and it's using quinoa and coconut milk. I love using the Vita Soy coconut milk. You can use dairy if you want to, but this is just a great plant-based milk. The coconut flavour is delicious. Obviously, it's lactose-free, but taste-wise, it's a winner for me. So what I've already gone and done is put 3 cups of the coconut milk, and I'm just almost coming up to the boil. Now, what I'm actually making the pudding out of is the tri-coloured quinoa. So it's got the white quinoa, the red quinoa, and the black quinoa. Look, there's not a lot of difference. A little bit in taste and just a little bit in the protein. So the red and the black have tiny, tiny amount of more protein in it.
You love getting me to try quinoa, don't you?
I would like you to have it cooked first. So don't try that.
It swells up in your stomach, doesn't it?
It makes you feel nice and full. All right, so I'm going to put a cup of the tri-coloured quinoa into my coconut milk.
I'd probably agree with you. It's not that good raw, Zoe. Very crunchy, very nutty.
Up to you, up to you. And then I've also got a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. I love using the coconut and the maple syrup together. Just give that a little mix.
Just the last bit of maple syrup here.
I know. It's just, I think honey and maple syrup are definitely my favourite sweeteners. I also love to use dates. I just find they've both got that beautiful toffee taste to them as well.
Nice, nice.
All right, so just cut your vanilla bean down the middle. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to scrape the bean out.
Lovely.
But what I'm also going to do is I'm actually going to throw that whole bean in
Just let it all go in there.
Yeah, just get the flavour and just give this a big, quick mix through.
So this is almost like a rice pudding almost, isn't it?
Yeah, it pretty much is a rice pudding. Nice. But again, what we're going to do is we're going to obviously set that in the oven for a little bit as well.
Okay. Yep.
Quinoa's just a different grain to use. Obviously, rice doesn't have gluten in it, but quinoa just has a little bit more protein in it and is just overall a lot lower GI and GL, so glycemic index and glycemic load. So just better for you, I believe.
It just went straight over my head, that one, didn't it? It tastes good. That's all I want to know about. It's very sweet and it tastes good.
It will taste good, I can assure you. All right, this is going to take about 5 minutes to 7 minutes to thicken up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into my ramekins. So I'm going to put this in a bain-marie or a water tray. So put the water into it. It's just a slower, more even way, more gentle way to actually cook the puddings. And I'm going to pop them in the oven. Well, this is thickened up nicely. I'm just going to take that vanilla pod out. There we are.
Another thing with vanilla, I've dried it out. Once I've cleaned off, dry it out, and then put it in the sugar.
Oh, yeah, vanilla sugar.
Yeah, it gives it a great flavour.
Cute. I like that.
Great.
OK, so I'm just filling my... these are sort of medium-sized ramekins. Fill it right up to the top. Nice. You'll use all of the ingredients in there.
There we go. And you've got a good lip on the side of that pot there to make sure you are...
It's all about having the right pots, isn't it? It makes life so much easier.
I agree.
I've preheated the oven, like I said, 180 degrees. It's going to take about 12 minutes. I just want it to be nice and hard and finished and a little bit caramelised on top. So the quinoa puddings have come out of the oven. I'm just going to let them cool. I've got some blueberries. And I'm going to make like a little nut berry salsa. So just pop the blueberries into the bowl. I've got some beautiful fresh mint. I'm just going to roughly chop that. Yes, it's sort of something fresh and nice to go with sort of quite an earthy pudding that this actually is.
Earthy? That's an interesting...
Well, the quinoa's quite earthy. That's the thing. It's got that sort of earthy flavour to it. Nice. And that's why I think a lot of people don't like it. They want to eat desserts that are probably sweet.
Have lots of sugar and butter in it, and flour and cream and jelly and jam and honey, all those sorts of things.
All right, I got your point. So look, I'm not a massive sweet person, so for me, I like to taste the food. I like to have something, a little point of difference in there. So I think the salsa is refreshing and clean, but I know it's completely healthy for me. It's got so much goodness in it. Guilt-free eating.
Who cares about feeling guilty?
Yeah, well, that's true. I know, Adrian.
Live once, I say. Live good, live once.
Well, you might live short.
I'm just being tricky. Here we go.
Right.
It looks nice on top. It's almost like something you would serve for breakfast, you know? Almost, yeah.
Right, you actually, I've never thought about that, but you absolutely could easily have this for breakfast. What do you think?
Nice. These are a bit more sweetness for me. I was expecting more savoury flavour, but it is quite sweet. I like it. Got a good sort of texture to it. A little bit crunchy on top, which I like.
Yeah.
But it is soft underneath. Soft and soft and puddingy.
Yeah, look, I love the salsa with this. I think it lightens it up, freshens it up. But vanilla, that's what this is all about. 3 sensational vanilla recipes. I've got to say, I feel like we've just explored vanilla in a whole new way.